Hello everyone, welcome to the next session on Advanced Answers Workbench Tutorials. In this session, we will analyze the gate valve for its structural analysis. We will start by double-clicking on Static Structural Module. Next, we'll go to Engineering Data and double-click. Engineering Data Sources, General Materials. We will choose stainless steel as one of the material for this valve. We will add two more materials, so we'll click on Engineering Data Sources. Here it is written, click here to add a new material. So the first material which I'm going to add is brass. We will give the value of density, which is 8490 kg per meter cube. Again, we'll click on brass and double click on isotropic elasticity. We will give the value of Young's modulus in gigapascal. It is 97 gigapascal. And the value of Poisson's ratio is 0.31. We'll click on brass again and we'll give the value of tensile yield strength in megapascal. This value is 310. And we'll give the value of ultimate strength in megapascal. It is 469. We'll create another material which is bronze. We'll give the property of density to this material, which is 8410 kg per meter cube. We will click on bronze once again and double click on isotropic elasticity. We will give the value of Young's modulus in gigapascal. It is 138. And Poisson's ratio is 0.42. We will click on bronze once again and add the property of tensile yield strength in megapascal. It is 800. Also, we will give the value of tensile ultimate strength in megapascal. It is 1010. So once we have added all the three materials, we will go to project and update project. Then I'll go to geometry, right click, and I'm going to import the model directly. I'll give you the link for the model for analysis. Then I'll go to model and double click. We'll first go to geometry and click on this plus sign. I will select all the parts and first we'll give the material as stainless steel. Then I'll go to mesh and I'll update the mesh with the default size itself. If you want to change, you can see here to the left, element size is default. You can change this value and you can regenerate the mesh. Then I'll go to static structural A5. I'll right click here and insert fixed support at these two ends. Apply. Then I'll insert pressure on the inner surfaces. Once you've selected all the faces, click on apply. Then we'll give the value of pressure, which is say 5 megapascal. Then I'll right click and insert moment at this end over here and also on these faces. At this end over here on this rod, I'll click on apply. Now it should be selected from both the sides. Then we'll give this value of moment in component. It is along the y-axis that I'm going to give the value of moment. So this I'm going to give as 100 Newton meter. Now this is turning towards the left. If I want to turn it towards the right, it is minus 100 Newton meter, so that I can see a clockwise turning. Then I'll go to solution, right click, insert deformation total. I also want to see the deformation directional along the x-axis. I want to see the value of strain equivalent, and I want to see the value of stress equivalent. Apart from this, since we have given the value of tensile yield strength and ultimate strength, we can also insert stress tool, and the first one, maximum equivalent stress. We'll go to solution and solve. Now we'll click on total deformation. You can animate and check this result. The value of deformation maximum is 0.006 mm, which is a very small value. Then we will go for directional deformation along the x-axis. The maximum value is 0.0047 mm. The strain is 0.00092. Again, a very small value. We'll see the stress generated. It is 145.25 megapascal over this body. We should check the safety factor, which is most important. So you can see here, the range starts from 1.425, which is the minimum value, to 15. Most of the valve, as it seems, is safe, but there is some part where the value is very low. So we will click on max min. So here you can see the value is minimum in the zone. You can use the probe option and go there, and you can see what is this value where it is showing minimum. Like over here it is 8.74, and wherever it is minimum here, you can just zoom and see here, this is the minimum value. So this is showing as 3.31. Here it is 1.4, as it is given here, 1.4251. It is the value here. So this is the point where your valve will show failure. So you should be careful. So this value of pressure is what is more for this material. You can reduce this value and test it, and if this value of safety factor is going to change and you get better value of safety factor, higher value, you can say that it is safe under that amount of pressure. So the pressure that we have given seems to be more, 5 megapascal. So I leave that to you, so you can just check that and figure out what is the value for which it is safe. We will change this material to brass next. I want to see with this 5 megapascal value, are all the three materials unsafe, or it was only steel which was unsafe. So if there is any other material, where this is going to be safe, you can use that material and you can continue with your application. Because generally what happens is, in real life examples, the value of pressure remains constant. You can't change that. So suppose if I can't change, let me see if there is any other material which will suffice this pressure value, which will be able to deal with this pressure value. So now we are using brass as the material. As you have seen, we have added brass. So we'll go to total deformation. You can see the value is 0.012 mm. The directional deformation is 0.0093 along the x-axis. Strain is 0.0018. The stress is 145.25 megapascal. Safety factor, you can see it has increased a bit. The minimum is now 2.13. So as compared to stainless steel, brass seems to be better because it is showing a little higher value of safety factor. Now suppose if you don't want to have 2 and you want to have more. So let's check if the next material is going to suffice, or we will have to go for a lower value of pressure. So we'll select all of them. We'll go to bronze and we'll solve once again. Let's check. This is total deformation now, 0.0087 mm. Directional deformation along x-axis is 0.0068 mm. Strain is 0.0014. Stress is 175.56 megapascal. You can see the stress is increased. When the stress increases, you can see that your safety factor becomes better. Material is resisting more against this pressure, which means here the material will be able to sustain more against this pressure. It is not that stress will always indicate failure, higher values of it. So as you can see, the stress increased as compared to the previous two, where it was 145 megapascal approximately. Here it is 175.56 megapascal, which is 176 megapascal. The safety factor is higher. It starts from 4.557 being the minimum, and the highest value is 15. So obviously, given this value of 5 megapascal pressure and the value of moment is 100 Newton meter in the clockwise direction, you should use bronze as the material for the gate valve. If at all you have the choice of reducing the pressure and using it, it is possible that even stainless steel is going to work. Say you use 2 megapascal or 1 megapascal pressure. In that case, it is possible that stainless steel will also show you very good results. Or maybe even brass. So you have to first decide what is the parameter which cannot be changed. Accordingly, you should decide which material you want to use based on its properties of yield strength, ultimate strength, and then you should go for the material selection. Cost is definitely one factor, but safety is more important than cost. So do not always judge on the basis of cost of a material. It should also be based on the safety and the longevity. Which material will survive the amount of pressure which is constantly coming over it for a longer duration of time. Over a longer duration of time, which means your fatigue will be induced at a very later stage, and maybe this valve will have a longer life. So accordingly, you should choose the material. So with this, I end the session. I hope you have understood the analysis. If you have any doubt, please write to me in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell icon for latest video updates. See you in the next session. Thank you.